Hey guys, Martin here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so JP has just tweeted out the details for the INT Kid Goku EZA. So we are going to go ahead and look at the translations provided by Goresh. I know a lot of people were very excited to see what this guy is going to bring to the table, especially because he's a unit that kind of ends up in a similar situation to the Tech Final Form Cooler, where the main team that you're going to want to run him on is obviously the new Kid Goku. So they share the same name, which means if this unit is essentially not good in like any slot, he could potentially be a liability. Like if he's a unit that's designed to solely be in slot 1 or gets extra buffs if he's on slot 2, something like that, then obviously it would become very difficult to run him on the team with the new Path to Power Dokkan Fest Kid Goku. So we'll go ahead and have a look and see what he does straight away over here. So his leader skill is Dragon Ball Saga or Youth category, Key 3 and HP Attack and Defense 170. Obviously that was a pretty straightforward like guess that's how what his leader skill was going to be, right? They just keep bumping these up to full 170 with the category leader skills. Now this is the Goku beforehand. He already had 170 for DB Saga, but Youth was only 150. So remember, before his super attack just did immense damage with a medium chance to stun. His passive was 77% attack and defense. He gets a boost up to 59% attack the more HP you have, the greater the boost. And then defense 59%, the less HP you have, the more defense you get. Key 1 and attack and defense 10% at the start of each turn, up to 59%. So 6 turns it would take him to be fully built up. And then he gets a guaranteed crit when HP is 59% or less. So now his passive is attack and defense 159%. So that's over double what it was pre-EZA. Then he gets the additional attack boost 59%. The more HP remaining, the greater the attack. Defense boost up to 159%. Wow. So the attack boost is the same, up to 59%. And obviously if you're on full HP, you're going to get that full buff. And then his defense boost is up to 159% now, which is actually really good, because that means even if you start the turn, say you're on like 80% HP, you are still going to be getting like 20% of 160%, which is actually still what, like 32 off the top of my head percent extra defense. So that is actually very good. The fact that it's increased over 100% means that even if you're starting the turn with a reasonable amount of HP, you are still going to get a decent defense boost. And then when you start dropping down to like 50% HP, you're going to be getting 80% defense off of this. So that is very, very good. Then he gives himself Key +2 and attack and defense 20% at the start of the turn, up to 59%. So obviously now it only takes 3 appearances to fully max out his passive rather than 6. So that is obviously very good. Then he performs an additional super attack that has a high chance to become a super when HP is 59% or above. Wow, that's good, because obviously like turn 1, you're just going to be on that obviously straight away. 59% or above, not too difficult to stay on in some of these more powerful teams now, especially with the large pools of HP. So he performs a critical hit with HP is 59% or less, as always, and then he gains an additional attack 59% and once only stuns the attacked enemy if HP is 59% or below when attacking. So I'm guessing with the way the commas are, right, so he gains an additional 59% when attacking all the time, because it then says and once only he stuns the enemy. So if you're, I'm guessing it's, you still have to be attacking. The thing about the way this is worded is, I guess you have to be below 59% HP, and then yeah, you will be getting that 59% buff when attacking, and once only it will be a guaranteed stun, which is kind of good. And then his super attack, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy with a high chance to stun. So this is obviously very good. Raising attack and defense for 1 turn, he's already going to have very high stats, right? With the start of turn 160, then getting this defensive buff from his passive, then he's raising attack and defense on super, and if you're at 59% HP or above, he's getting that additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. So on the best RNG turns, he is actually going to be super attacking 3 times, which means he's going to raise his attack and defense each time. So I have a feeling like his attack stats, he's going to put out some very good numbers whilst also being very, very good defensively. So I'm just going to refresh the page for this tweet because Goresh hasn't put any information about the active skill. So I don't know if that will have changed at all. Of course, straight away, he looks mid on paper. No, he doesn't. This is what happens every single time that a unit's details come out. And then people just immediately start underrating them. So I don't see another comment here from Goresh. Considering the active skill, what was his active skill before? Just ultimate damage to the enemy. So I wonder if that's going to be changed to like raise his attack temporarily or something like that. Let's have a look at the other quotes here, because I know the Dokkan wiki posts translations for some of these things as well, but obviously Goresh is usually the first one out of the gate with these things, so I'm not seeing any information here. That's just the passive again. No information about the... Although actually it doesn't even say on here, right, because it only shows his leader skill, his passive and his super attack effect. So unless they actually make a follow-up tweet, they haven't actually tweeted out the details of his active skill. So I wonder if that will actually be different. Because, as I say, at the moment it is just ultimate damage to the enemy. So I could imagine it being temporarily raise his attack or something like that. They could even add, like, chance to stun on his active skill as well. So, yeah, overall, I would say on paper, he does actually look very, very good. The fact that he gets so much stats, especially when you're on... Like, imagine when you're on low HP, the amount of defense he's going to have, like, at the start of the turn, right? Like, if you get hit with a super on the previous turn, and you come into this turn on, like, 10% HP, his start of turn defense is going to be ridiculously high, and then you can just heal, and then on super, you're getting the buffs on the super attack effect, so he's actually going to look crazy after he's super attacked. Now, obviously, you're not going to get this additional if you're below 59% HP, but you can obviously still get the hidden potential. So I think with the chance to stun and the fact that he raises attack and defense for one turn, you definitely want to go full additional on him. And then, yeah, I feel like he's actually going to start putting out some crazy numbers. I feel like he's another EZA, like Metal Cooler, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, where on paper, he does look like he's pretty good. A bunch of people are going to underrate him, and then we're going to see him in game, and he's going to be putting out absolutely insane, like, attack stats. So, very interesting to see how he's going to perform in game. I think the unit still has very good animations. His active skill is still very crisp, very cool. Looks very good quality, so definitely looking forward to this. Now, judging by his info, as I talked about in the beginning, chances are you're going to be running him on this guy's team more so than anything else, right? Because this is where he gets the 200% leader skill. And nothing in his passive, fortunately, as we talked about at the very beginning, nothing in his passive locks him to being in a certain slot, which is good. Because he's basically going to end up being a floating unit. And I do think they did design him quite well for that role, because he only gains attack and defense for one turn on super and has a built-in chance to be able to additional. Because obviously if he was a unit that stacked or had to build up, like, you'd obviously want him to be on as many turns as possible. Now he does have the build up where he gets the 20% at the start of each turn. And I'm not sure, it says the start of each turn. I think those ones are only when the unit appears, right? Because when a unit has a passive that's like guard for 7 turns, that counts the turns that they're not on. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't. So I guess this is the only part of his passive that doesn't really lend itself very well to him being off rotation. But otherwise, I think he looks very, very good. So let me know what you guys think of the EZA for INT Kid Goku. I think when we see him in game, he is actually going to look crazy, especially on those turns where he's actually getting like the triple super. I think he's going to look really, really good. And this new Path to Power Kid Goku's team is ridiculously good anyway, especially considering this Goku is basically like the new best TUR in the game. So I think INT Goku is looking very, very good. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. have a good one.